this is Lisa from Life in Layouts, and today I have my second layout for you for the mini kit Monday of August 2020. And I am going to be focusing on using the whole picture sketchbook by Scrapbook Generations. Now this sketchbook is paid content, so I cannot share the sketch with you, but if you want a sketchbook that focuses solely on 4x6 photos, this is definitely a sketchbook that you want to check out. Now, every cruise that I have gone on, I have gotten towel animals in my room when they go to make up my room, and of course I always take pictures of these cute little creatures. And for this particular cruise, the 3 photos that are on the right are the towel animals that we received in our room, and the 2 on the left are from our friend's room. So they received some of the same towel animals as we did. Sometimes they received different ones, so I wanted to include all of them. When I do my pictures, I go ahead and put the fun times from Carnival, which is like their daily agenda, in the picture as well, so then I can also get the day that we got those towel animals, which I think is always a fun thing to include as well. So this sketch does call for 5 photos, 3 on the right, 2 on the left. And I am, again, using this paper from Keller's Creations. It is part of their cruise line. I will definitely link it below for you. Most of the paper is 6x6, so I did have to piece together quite a few pieces, but I did go ahead and pull out some of the border strips that are included as well, because I just love the way that the yellow and the navy play off each other. Now, I also decided to use this little piece that is navy with a blue polka dot, and it has a little red banner. I did cut that off one of the perfect pieces and added it right below the photo as well. I am able to cover up all of the seams in my paper by adding some embellishments to cover up the pieces that match together. This layout came together super quick, and I think it's because I used 4x6 photos, so I didn't have a whole lot of cutting down on the photos when I was putting this layout together. Now, somehow I messed up in regards to my measurements on the left-hand side, so I figured I would go ahead and add an additional piece there. And I wanted to add this polka dot paper, which only came in the 4x4 squares, so I did go ahead and piece together 3 of those to make a border strip, and I love the addition of that polka dot. Now, even though I have the navy polka dot at the top, having that polka dot towards the bottom brings in all of the colors, so I'm able to pull in the red, which I don't think I would have been able to do if I didn't include that polka dot paper. So I am going to go ahead and add this piece over on the far right hand side that says "Sail Away With Me," because I feel like the little creatures are sailing along with us, and I thought that was a cute little touch. On the left hand side of the layout, the sketch does call for a little bit of an embellishment cluster up there at the top there, and so I was going to add these 2 anchors as well as this little compass piece, and I play around with it quite a bit. I cut down those anchor pieces to make them more of a rectangle instead of a square to kind of fit it together, but in the end I just didn't like the way that it turned out. So I went ahead and pulled out the piece of paper that had all of the small anchors on it, and I'm going to go ahead and add 3 of those up there at the top. Now, this sketch is obviously a Scrapbook Generation sketch, and we know that in true fashion there's usually stitching on their sketches, so I went ahead and added a straight stitch, and I love the way that this came out. I did use my T-square ruler for this particular sketch because I just wanted a really tight stitch, and so I think I used 1/4 of an inch on my ruler to poke the holes, and so this stitch is very tight, and I just love the way that it turned out. Once I get the stitching done, I go ahead and add those 3 anchors at the top. I do add them up there with fun foam, so it gives them a little bit of dimension. And again, I cut this from one of the pieces of pattern paper, and I think that it adds just a special little touch with those embellishment pieces. And that's really all that I add up there on the top left hand side. I do go ahead and put fun foam on this Sail Away With Me and add that to the right hand side. And then I'm going to add a anchor in the blue also on the right. I really tried to make that compass work on a couple of different places, but it just doesn't end up making it on this particular layout. So I am looking for a circle element that I can add over to the far right hand side, because I do want to add that blue anchor and that red star. And so finally I find this little yellow circle that says Our Cabin, which I thought was perfect since all of these towel animals were taken in our cabin. Now this 3x4 card is going to be the base of my title, and I did not like the ocean adventure that was on the tag there, so I end up covering it up with Sea Voyage. So my title is going to be Sea Voyage Towels, and I'm going to use this 3x4 card. I did go ahead and mount it on the red just so that I can go ahead and bring in some red to this cluster as well. And then I will put the Sea Voyage right on top of that ocean adventure. I do use fun foam on the back of the 3x4 card, so I just put it on the edge of the card there where the voyage part will stick out so that it will still lay flat. I do get another one of my huge pearl pieces down, and I just love the way that it came out. Now on the sketch, what it called for was a lot of stitching right there where I put the pearls, and I decided to add the pearls, and then it added as well some enamel dots throughout that. And since I had the pearls there, I figured that what I would do was go ahead and add a couple more anchor pieces that I cut out from that paper that I used at the top as well. So I'm just adding a few of those anchors. I'm going to add 2 blue ones and 2 red ones throughout. I do go ahead and pull up a pearl piece so that I can kind of tuck one of the anchors in underneath it. And I also add a couple up on fun foam. Now I did have an extra little piece left over from another layout, and I went ahead and put those in there against this anchor so that I could get them used up. Here is my final layout as well as some close-ups. I want to encourage you guys to go ahead and check out the other ladies that are doing the Mini Kit Monday. Now, I am not a part of the team or anything like that, but you are more than welcome to join the Facebook group and post your kit as well as the layouts that you create for your kit. That's really just what this is all about, just having a good, fun time with getting our supplies used up. If you enjoyed this video, if you wouldn't mind giving me a thumbs up, I'd really appreciate it. If you have any questions about the video, please leave a comment below and I will gladly get back to you. If you haven't done so already and you want to see more double page layouts inspiration, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Thanks everyone for watching, and I hope that you have a scrappy day.